What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another battle report here on Pro Tabletop. Today we've got Brad playing Price. Brad will be fielding Tau once again. If you've seen any of the recent ones playing Tau, changing it up a little bit and just trying to mess around and see, how Tau plays in 9 still. Just feeling it out. I do like Tau, and I'd like to find something that suits my play style and that also can win some games. And then Price is bringing, for the first time on our channel, Genestealer cults. He recently just painted these, and it's beautifully painted army so far. And yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I've got a lot of tools to deal with him, but he's got a lot of board control presence and a lot of things that Genestealer cults can do that can just trick you. So enjoy. Let us know if there's anything that we do play wrong or what you think about the battle report in general. And like always, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn that notification bell on. Enjoy. All right, so for the Tau list, we've got a single battalion of Farsight Enclaves. Let's start off with the HQ over here. We've got 2 Coldstars, 3 Fusion, and then they got a 4-up invuln each. My Warlord tray is going to give me a 12-inch bubble for the being able to advance and still shoot as if I didn't move at all, which is good. And then we've got Riptide with the Relic Ion gun, and he is going to be able to shoot at anybody that comes within 12 inches from reserves or deep strike, whatever so choose. And then he's also going to be rerolling all of his hits in Overwatch. The other one, it's got the burst. He's going to have the advanced targeting, so he's going to have an additional -1 to his AP, which is always good with the burst cannon to make it -2. And then he's also going to be able to shoot at anything if it comes in from reserves. So I find that really good. I usually play with it. If you've seen me play Tau before, I usually run those. I've got 2 4-man marker light drones. And then also with the commander here, he's got a 2-man marker light drones. I got 2 Krootox Riders. Basically just if I chose to do engage on all fronts or anything like that, they come in handy to use them. I've got 5 Fire Warrior squads. They've all got the rifles. I'm not running them as breachers. I just really wanted the range on them because I don't want to be up close in people's faces with the way that this army is going to play. And then I've got a 9-man Crisis Suit squad. We've got 3 of them with 2 fusion. All of them have invulns. And then we've got 1 that has plasma rifles. I just always run them at that because it's a little cheaper for points, and then I kind of know who my leader is of the squad. And the rest of them have the cyclic ions. They will be buffed up to increase their ballistic and weapon skills, so they'll be looking at 4s in combat and 3s in shooting. And then they also will have the advanced thrusters, so they'll be rerolling all hits of 1 and wounds of 1, which is really good with them. So it's kind of a list that I don't need a lot of marker light support, and we'll kind of see how it goes. And on to the Genestealers. Cult, whatever they are.
Here we are with the Genestealer cult. We've got a battalion and a patrol. Warlord is going to be the Patriarch, and also accompanying him is a Jackal Alphus, a Primus, and a Magus. We're going to be doing a custom chapter. It's going to be Workers Arisen and Season Enforcer, which allows us to move and fire heavy mining weapons with no penalty, and then we can reroll all hits with mining lasers. As you can see, we've got a few here. So these are our HQs. Elite, we've got a Killer Morph, and then we on the Warlord here, we've given him the Amulet of the Voidworm, +1 to his save and no Overwatch. We've got 4 squads of Neophytes, each armed with 2 mining lasers. And then I've got 1 squad here because I had an extra 10 points that's got 2 grenade launchers in there. They're going to be mounted up in these 4 Goliath Trucks and twin autocannons and heavy stubbers. Then also in the patrol, we've got 2 units of 10 Brood Brothers with 2 flamers each. In our fast attack slots, we've got 3 units of 2 of the ridegerunners. And then bringing up the heavy supports, we got 3 Goliath Rockgrinders.
All right, so as you are watching this lovely time lapse of us doing player place terrain, this is something that we talked about that is kind of prevalent in the Southeast region. In Atlanta specifically, the TOs here are doing player place terrain, so it's something that we are going to keep practicing. This is different than the book that GW put out, so don't get it confused with that at all. Basically, the rules are you have to be 3 inches away from each terrain piece and 3 inches from the board edge. And then as you're placing in the quadrants, you can only have a maximum of 3 major pieces per quadrant, and then all the minor pieces can go wherever, but they have to maintain the 3-inch rule. So we end up having 8 large pieces, 10 large pieces, I keep saying that wrong, 10 large pieces and 8 small pieces. So you'll see us kind of place this here. As the Tau player, while I was placing this, what I wanted to do is I wanted to immediately eliminate the forests. So you can see I put the forest all the way on the right side, double stacked on each other. So like that's the only line that I'm gonna have to worry about -1. If he was to place a piece of terrain in the middle of the board and it was a forest, then that's gonna affect almost my entire game of being -1 to shoot. And I just really can't deal with that. So after those were out of the question, then it was just trying to make sure I at least had 2 or 3 alleyways of shooting amongst the obscured terrain. I didn't really care too much about hiding stuff. I'm just going to count on my drones taking shots for the first time he shoots at me. And then what I did with the small pipes, this is kind of a little cheeky thing, is I put them 3 inches off of the ruins. So then it prevents you from putting any type of vehicles behind those ruins to be obscured. So I basically blocked off the 3 ruins with those pipes. So that's kind of a trick if you're doing something like this and you want to eliminate what they can actually hide. You can do it. But obviously you don't know which side you're deploying on. So if you have a lot of things that could be affected by that, you might end up hurting yourself. And Price, what were your thoughts as you were doing it?
So my army is also ballistic skill 4. So Brad moving those woods out of the way, I was perfectly okay with. I got a lot of high quality shooting and taken some measures to try and increase that. So I have basically a character that gives me a marker light equivalent or a +1 to hit. So I'm going to try and take advantage of not having any of that to see if I can punch back at least reasonably as hard as Brad does. I wanted to create areas where we could protect. We both have infantry, so depending on what side, where if the little guys fall out of a vehicle or are running around, they can try and hide and hold an objective. Then put these large crates in the middle. We're playing these as the container stacks, and even though you might see some gaps in between them, they actually do block line of sight. And then one advantage to having these little barricades behind these objectives in the corners is if you happen to have units that come in from reserve, they can hide behind there and they can get a cover save. So yeah, it does block vehicles, but it also helps infantry. And anything that helps infantry, I'm a big fan of. So we rolled off for table sides, and I'm going to have the table side on the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to put him in the top. The reason I chose that was because the 2 craters that are on that side, they hurt me a lot more than they do him. So I wanted to get as much of that on that side of the table as possible. Plus, in the corner over there, there's an objective that you can't hold without being exposed. So on to the next round.
Sweet. All right, so the deployment that is going on, and we'll kind of do this. All right, we don't know who's going first. He just started putting down a bunch of blips. You can see in the bottom, he's putting down blips, 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 and more blips. And really the only thing that ended up on the table is some characters and a bunch of ridge runners over here in the corner. Any thoughts while you're putting stuff down?
Absolutely. So we had talked about why we put these woods down here, and all of my tanks have 36-inch or 48-inch guns. So this actually helps me, even though it cuts down a little bit of my movement because of the difficult ground. But it also gives me the ability to take advantage of the -1 while not suffering from it. So these ridge runners all get a scout move. So I'm going to be able to hopefully scout across the board and then move again so that I can maybe take this end of the board and use my superior range to draw him closer. If he wants to get me, he's got to come closer, which that's what I want. And then I've got enough guys down on that end that I'll be able to hopefully at least score that in for a little bit and try and take the center. It's going to be hard, but that's kind of the plan. And then, blips are blips. We've been planning this forever.
And then on the Tau side, I probably should have waited until he put his ridge runners down to put my crisis suits down, but I didn't know what he was going to do with that. if I would have played that a little different, but I ended up putting my crisis suits down early, mainly because they take a big footprint, and I didn't want to place other stuff and then kind of get stuck putting them somewhere I didn't want to. But I created this corner castle, and I want to turn this to a hammer and anvil deployment is what I really want to do. So him actually putting the ridge runners in that corner is actually a huge benefit to me, because they can just chill over there for a turn or two. I really don't care because I'm going to turn the board hammer and anvil. But what I was doing is I was trying to screen out the crisis suits in case he did put those in the middle and scout up, so I could get overwatch, I could be protected, because I don't really want the crisis suits to get touched. But him putting those over there, I could have been a little bit more aggressive with my crisis suits, so it's unfortunate that they're back, 8 or 9 inches further than I really want them to be. So we did the roll-offs, and Tao won the roll-off, and Tao is going to choose to go first. So we'll see if that's the smart thing to do or not. I think it is, though. I think it is. So on to that. So basically what I did is I did the Manka. Everything's advancing so that they're able to shoot. I'm still going to be out of range with a lot of stuff, but I'm really going for board control. Like I said, I want to turn this board because I've raised the banners, which we didn't talk about the secondaries. We'll talk about that in the beginning. But so because I raised the banners, this is my best option of getting 3 raise the banners across the game. If I try to keep in my deployment, I'm just not going to be able to do that. I want to be close together. So everything got super big advances. A couple of the Riptides did. I kept the drones to where they can help them. Crisis suits aren't going to reach anything, but they're moving up. My commander over here, he basically, the thought process here is to prevent him from raising a banner on this because I'll be here. So I want to try to kill a truck with it, kill a truck with each of the Riptides, and hopefully I could eliminate some stuff over here. That's really all that's going to shoot. Everything else is really blocked by these obscuring. I wanted this deployment side, and I didn't get it. So these buildings right here are not working to my advantage right now. I have very slim alleys in what I can see. But I am forcing them to that side of the table, which I'm kind of okay with right now. So yeah, that's that. So both Riptides are going to have their 3-up invuls, and the one with the burst cannon is going to get his extra burst cannon shots. So I spent the CP for that. Yeah, I got 9 CP still, so why not? So I'm going to...
And where'd you raise the banners at?
So I only raised the banners on this back one. The guys up in the middle, they advance, so they're not able to do it. But I'm kind of just setting up for maybe turn 2 if they're alive, and I've got guys moving up. So I know I'm not going to have a lot of raise the banners right away, but that's okay. I'll get there slowly.
And then on this back corner, just stay back behind here with this Krootox.
So I actually, instead of going this way, I ran this way. So these guys are going to kind of just go and sit here, and he's going to sit here for if he tries to do raise the banners, he can pop out, or I can run there and contest it so he can't do it for a turn potentially. So they're just kind of sitting here for denial for maybe a turn if they stay alive. That's kind of what their job is. So when we do shooting, I want to start off with, we're going to start off with the commander, and he's going to shoot at the vehicle that is directly in front of him. I'm going to spend a CP so that vehicle has 1 marker light on it, because I really want him to be able to get all 3 hits through. So he's gonna have 3 shots with his 3 fusion. He's hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Look at that. I didn't need it, but you never know. And then I'm wounding on their T6, correct?
Top 6.
So wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Now I could spend a CP here. I can make him reroll all wounds as well. So that probably makes sense. I think we want to confirm this. So I think we spend the CP. We reroll all the wounds on him. Maybe I should declare that beforehand, but I was thinking that they were going to wound on 2s. So 3's rerolling. Look at that. I wasted 2 CP. It's -4.
So I got a 4-up armor save, so no save.
Okay, and I'm within half range, so these are going to be 2 dice taking the highest for each one. For the first one, it's going to be 3. For the second one, it's going to be 3. Oh, man.
He's got 6 up Philippines.
Oh, he does? And then a 4.
That's 10 wounds.
That's exact.
Here we go.
I should have re-rolled one of the other damages.
We need some war zones here.
Is it a 5 or a 6?
Not 1, 6 out of 12.
Out of 12 dice. Look at that.
Or out of 10 or whatever it was.
Yeah, or 10, yeah. Let's see if it blows up.
You got it.
Does not blow up. All right, so there's 10 guys inside.
I was very lucky.
Deploy those guys and then.
And we'll come back. Yeah. All right. What's next to shoot?
So we're gonna do this Riptide here, the burst cannons, into this truck here because this guy can't see that one, and then we're gonna do the SMS into the guys he's taking out.
Okay.
Or yeah, smart missiles. Yeah. So let's go ahead and no guys died when they came out.
I haven't rolled for it yet.
Oh, I got you. So we'll do the big gun first. So it's 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 shots. So there's no marker lights, no rerolls, no pluses, nothing.
Looks like one guy.
One guy only. That's pretty good. My clowns don't live that long. So yes, I need 4s with no sorts of rerolls here. Unfortunately, but
That's a lot of one.
it is a lot of 1s, man. I needed a marker light on there. I guess I should have done it differently. And then these are looking for 4s as well.
Strength 6, tough 6.
So you've got 2,
5.
5 at -2.
6 ups.
Nice.
1, 8.
And they're 2 damage.
Wounds.
That was almost exactly 10 again.
Give me 6 ups this time? No. Takes his 8 wounds.
Okay. So 2, 4, and then the missiles into those guys. That's a little bit better.
And 3.
Oof. 2. No minus on that. Or yeah, -1. Sorry, only -1.
Kill one.
All right. So now we need to. This guy is going to go into the Rockgrinder with his big gun.
Rockgrinder here on the end.
I don't think shooting the missiles into there to try to pick 2 wounds is going to do me anything as much as I would like to kill that vehicle right now. There's no minus on it. He's going to have a 4-up save. I just don't think it's going to... I don't think it's going to do anything, so we're just going to try to pick off the guys with the missiles again. So we'll go into the guys with the missiles. And I don't have any type of... you know what? This is where I messed up, right? So I needed to spend CP and I needed to have him re-roll wounds on one of these guys. So I didn't do that, which is going to probably hurt me right here and cause this vehicle to live. 4.
Is this the SMS?
No, yeah, no minus though on these ones.
Taking 5 up saves? 6 ups. Oh, ignore cover.
6 up.
Yeah, just ignore it.
These are 5 ups because of armor, but that's still 4 guys to go down.
So that's pretty good. And then we'll do his 6 big shots. And this is where like I just got to remember this as not as much of a Tau player. I got to drill the stratagems. I needed to spend 2 CP to reroll wounds. I should have done it on one of these 2 guys. So now I'm not going to be rerolling wounds with him, which is unfortunate. This is into the truck. So I need 4s to hit. So only 3. And then I need 3s to wound. See, this is where...
CP one of them.
I could do that. I guess I'll CP one of them. There you go, so 2.
And this is on which...
No, this is on the Goliath.
That's on the Goliath.
The Rockgrinder.
The Rockgrinder.
It's going to go straight through him, and it's going to be flat 3 damage plus D3.
This is the big ion gun.
Okay.
Big ion gun.
All right, so roll it.
The first one.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
It's 6 plus, it's 3 plus D3.
Yep.
Okay.
So you get, 6 plus
5.
5. Right, there you go, 11.
So 11.
All right, here we go.
How many wins does it have?
10.
He's got to make 2 6s. He hasn't made any yet. 2 6s to stay alive with 1 wound.
Unfortunate. That's what happens when I don't do my stratagems correctly. You live and you learn. Yeah.
They're pretty hurt though.
This guy here is just going to pop 2 shots down there.
1 Krootox.
You can, oh yeah, because you can see
one little guy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's my shooting.
All right, so it's the bottom of turn 1. Brad has moved to the center of the board to start raising banners and taking control there. I'm trying to keep him from claiming the left side or the bottom side of the board. So down here, though, I'm taking advantage of the -1 to hit. Obviously, I'm trying to get over here to get to this objective. Had some guys that got out of a truck and raised the banners on here. All of these trucks are in the -1, so they cuts down on my movement a little bit, but increases my survivability. My Warlord casts Might from Beyond. He's getting ready to start doing the psychic towards the middle, and I need to solidify this half of the board. I've got some targets here. I can't see this guy, but I can see this squad. I can see those fire warriors up in the middle of the board. It gets a little bit more interesting when you come to this side of the table. My Jackal Alphus has moved up into position. I'm going to use one of the new stratagems to increase their range so that everybody gets a +1 within 18 inches of its expanded Voxnet. I'd spent a command point for this Rockgrinder to act as full. And then, so he moved all the way over here. This truck moved up. Actually, we realized that this obscured ruin gives me the opportunity where I may be able to charge through and cut down his firepower for at least one turn. This truck advanced up, got the Primus hanging out with these vehicles. Hopefully he doesn't clear me off and start picking off characters. Ridegerunners moved up. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to spend a command point to grow back D6 guys on this squad right here to give me a little extra oomph. I'll take 5 more dudes.
All right, so put those guys out in a second.
So these guys are going to be coming right back, and then we'll put them out here in just a sec. And then we're going to move on to the shooting phase. So starting with the shooting, this squad here, we're going to put the 2 mining. Actually, we're going to nominate here. I'm going to spend the 2 command points for expanded Voxnet. This girl's going to pick this commander to give him +1 to hit. So everybody who's within 18 inches. So I measured, and that's going to be basically these 2 squads, this truck. That's really what I'm trying to get into. I'm going to get a +1 to hit. So the 2 mining lasers, here we go, hitting on 4s, re-rolling, but then a +1 to that. So going to re-roll that, and looking for a 3. That's going to be an invul to you, Brad.
Last cannon invul. He misses it.
All right, here we go.
Takes
3 wounds. Now let's do the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nope. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All right. So 14. These are just the regular little guns, and so hitting on 3s. And your tough 5.
Yep.
All right. Wounded on 5s. So 1 armor save. I don't know if you can see those guys.
Fails that with a 1.
Uh-oh.
This is just what these commanders do.
He was definitely in a tough position, so unlikely he was going to survive this.
All right, let's shoot.
If those 2 units were dead, you would have been out of sight for most of this.
Let's shoot this guy. Actually, no, let's shoot this guy. So it's going to be D3 mining lasers. So that's going to be 3 shots. And since he's operating at full, hitting on 3s, no re-rolls, 3, and then wounding on 3s. That's going to be 2. Looking for invuls. Brad boxes them both.
The big ones.
All right, these are the heavy stubbers. Nothing. All right, so that's all of my shooting here. Since Brad is exposed, let's the sniper pop off at him one time. Hits, and give me that 6. Nope, no wound. And so he's obscured from these guys.
I think that may be all you're shooting at.
This guy right here, he can see him. So, all right, here we go. D3 shots. 3. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s.
2 more again. Can Brad do it?
1 goes through.
I'm going to see if you...
Okay. Uh-oh.
No, the
Here we
CP
go.
fails.
Not a 1.
4 damage.
4 damage. I think that's going to get him.
Commander down.
All right. So we shot. This guy, he is going to shoot at the Riptide over here. Now he is on, normally hits on 4s, but he's on his bottom tier. So we're looking for 6s. 1 hit. Tough 7, strength 7, nothing. The stubbers, I'm not going to bother firing those. 2 mining lasers are going to go into that guy. 2 hits. 2 wounds, so I'll be invuln on the big dude there. This guy.
Yep.
He's trying to decide, does he want to take a drone hit? Does he want to take it on his 3-up invulnerable save? 2 las cannons.
I'll take drones.
Alright.
Pass 1.
3-up invuln?
3-up. It's good to go.
Pesky Tau, pesky drone.
Pesky Tau, pesky drones.
Should have thrown some drones up there with that commander he could have left.
Alright.
Advanced.
I advanced them all. I had like a 5-inch advance on them too.
So this truck is going to shoot at this Fire Warrior squad. Actually, yes.
I was expecting all 3 of those trucks to die.
This truck is going to shoot these Fire Warriors.
Yeah.
So heavy stubbers. 1 hit.
No.
Nothing. Autocannon. On 4s. Cocked. It's going to be 2 at -1.
5 ups.
Actually, now this is an obstacle. You're within 3 inches. You do benefit. So you're going to get through 4 ups.
So it doesn't make any.
So 2 guys are going to go down.
Alright, while he's pulling those guys, who's
Alright,
next?
this next truck's going to shoot the same squad over there. So, stubber. 1 hit. 1 wound.
No negatives, so 3 up. Makes it.
Alright, and then autocannon. 3 hits.
Ooh.
Looking for 2s.
3 wounds, 4 ups. Kills 1 more guy.
Okay.
Can't see him now.
Yeah, sorry. Alright. We are going to this guy advance, so he's not going to be able to shoot. So this squad, 1 guy can see past there and see that dude. So he's going to shoot. He's got 6 shots from the heavy stubbers. Hitting on 4s. So it's going to be 4 hits. Wounded on 3s. It's going to be 3 armor saves. No AP. Kills 1. And D3.
And is he obscured from those little boxes or no? 3 ups doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's still... Oh, no.
Only 1 died. I had 1.
Alright, 2 shots. I need 1 of these to go through. Oh, I am going to command point that. I think it's worth it. Hits. And need a 2. Alright, that's going to kill him. That's going to be the last guy there.
-3.
-3.
Oh, it's a laser.
Alright, so let's use that command point. Okay, so shot. These guys are out of range, so now it's just these buggies. Okay, so I'm going to spend 1 command point, and I'm going to +1 to hit, +1 to wound on this buggy squad. We're going to target this Fire Warrior unit. So it's going to be 12 shots from the stubbers. Let's use bigger dice, easier to see. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Should one of those other buggies be over there?
Huh?
They're 2 men. Only 2 men.
And 3s. Well, we didn't need the +1, so that's going to be 3, 6, 9 armor saves at +1.
Is it +1 to wound?
Yeah.
So 2s, right?
We have I wounded with all of them.
Good.
So
there's no negatives here.
okay, and then 2d3 on the mining lasers. So it's going to be
4 shots.
4 shots. Now these don't get the pluses, so hitting on 4s. Oh no!
Oh, the one guy.
The one guy's gonna live.
He's gonna live.
This squad. Well, you have this weird flag thing.
Yeah.
All right. So
I think I'm
mining
gonna fail
lasers.
morale either way. So I don't think it
So
matters.
6. Looking for 4s. There's 3, and looking for 2s. Okay. All right. And the rest of the bullets go off into nowhere. Okay then. Moving on to the assault phase. So no assaults over here. The truck is going to declare an assault into...
All right, end of the charge phase. We went ahead and did all the attacks. He made the charge after the overwatch. He still has 4 guys that made it into contact with the burst scanner Riptide.
Also was able to steal that objective.
That let him get onto this objective, which was pretty huge. And then since he couldn't overwatch anymore with the greater good, he went ahead and ran that truck in that was really wounded to tag that Riptide as well. So both those units on there. Riptide swung back, did 1 wound, but he saved it with his little puny guy. So now we are on to Brad's turn 2.
Okay, so the commander popped rerolling hits. It's really only going to affect the Riptides, but I need to make sure that I get kills right now. So they're going to be rerolling their hits. I had to move these guys up here to be able to see this truck. It's kind of okay because I'm getting my mid-board presence, and I'm not really worried about them dying. They're super tanky, so I'm okay if he shoots at them next turn. My commander flew over here. He's going to try to kill that rock truck that has 1 wound left. And then, yeah, we're just going to try to pick up these few trucks right here.
And you're trying to block raise the banners with that.
And I'm trying to block raise the banners. And then these both are going to have 3-up invulns. Spent the extra CP to give him his move 2d6 in the charge phase. So now in that rule, nothing says you can't be in engagement range. It just says you can't move into engagement range. So in case I don't kill this stuff, and I need to move him out to be able to shoot and move next turn more freely, it's a safety net. Hopefully that doesn't come to that, but just in case it does. So let's go ahead and start with the Riptide shooting because he can only shoot into stuff in combat. So let's go ahead and do his missiles into the guys. Into the guys inside there.
Oh, who's
Just the Riptide.
The Riptide into the guys in that he's in combat with.
okay, at a -1.
At a -1 because they're heavy, but he's rerolling everything. Yikes. Pretty good conversion there. And I'm rerolling 1s to wound because of Farsight. So you're going to have 4 at -1 ignores cover.
All right.
This could be just enough.
Or
No.
1 guy could live.
1 guy lives.
The Krootox is going to go punch him in the face and bite his head off. That's what's going to happen there. So then we've got...
The big gun against the truck.
yeah, we're only going to have the 12 shots. It's not
So,
going up to the 18.
just so you know, there's a guy who's not within an inch of that wall.
All right. 12 shots. -1 to hit. Hitting on 5s against the wounded truck. This truck only has 2 wounds left. It really only has to get 1
5s.
wound through.
But I got my rerolls. It's not the worst, not the best.
Then 4.
4s, rerolling 1s.
2.
Yeah,
-2.
-2.
Looking for 6s. I need boxcars right here. That does not look like it, so now I need 4 6s.
4 6s on the 6.
Actually, I just need 3, right?
Just 3.
Oh,
it's 2! Oh, command point! Oh, you can't reroll
command.
That is the worst use of a command
You
point.
can't even do it. You couldn't even do it.
All right,
anyways.
now we need that other 6.
Does it blow?
Here it is.
No.
No.
That would have blown up the 1 wound that's holding the combat.
No, he's out of 3 inches. So.
Okay.
So the master plan is almost working. So hopefully that 1 drone or the 1 guy, we'll have to look up if that guy can go through the wall or not. Krootox.
It's definitely within range, but that's okay. Yeah, let's do the commander into the one over there. I need to make sure I kill this. And just to be safe, like, I have to spend the CP right now. I have to.
what?
It's gonna have 1 marker light on it. No, I don't have to do...
All
I'm
the
wounding on 3s. I'm rerolling 1s to wound. So hopefully I just don't get a bunch of 2s. It's not worth the CP.
So he's shooting this guy.
Yes. And so he's looking...
Oh, I totally forgot. I had a plan to keep that guy alive, and I forgot.
Reroll 1s.
So 3 hits. And then I'm looking for 3s, rerolling 1s. So
Do you
2.
reroll 1s to hit in combat or shooting too?
Yeah, it's Farsight. It's
All right, I'm just going to see if it blows up. It does not.
Does not blow up.
Okay. Because I have 1. So I had a stratagem I could have spent that ignores AP 1 and 2. And that was my intent there.
You roll 2 3s.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so now let's go ahead and go. So that guy is no longer in combat there because you pulled the guys that were in combat with the Riptide. So we're going to go ahead and do the missiles from this guy into the one guy there, and then we're going to go downtown into that truck with his big gun.
Okay.
It's the big Rockgrinder truck.
Yep. So the missiles.
On 4s now.
I'm going to give her 4s, rerolling. And then we are looking for 3s.
Oh,
Look at that.
7.
7.
On the
No
one
minus, but it ignores cover.
7 5s.
I've seen it happen.
I was like, you're gonna roll this, but I shouldn't say that out loud because I've made this many saves. He doesn't make it. And so those guys don't have to worry about the Krootox now. Big gun now.
Big gun downtown.
Rolling all the hits. Because he popped this thing.
So that's pretty good.
Monka.
3s.
I don't know which one is Kuyan and
No,
Monkai.
Kalyan is
So
reroll.
3.
3, and these are just gonna auto through.
So that's 9 plus
D3 each.
3, 4, 5, 6. So
that's
15.
That's a lot of 6-ups. He's only got 10 wounds. So he's got to make 6 6s.
It's been rolling 6s, so you never know.
How many is it? 15?
15.
He's got to make 6 of these. That's not 6 of them.
There's 3.
So does he blow? It hurts the characters. This could be bad for his characters.
Nope.
No, it's a 1.
Okay, so now we've got the crisis suits going into the only truck that it can build in.
Look at these characters now that are exposed.
Way to go, Cameron.
No, I don't think
They're all short range though.
so. Like right there is 18 from that guy. I don't think he's there. Right? Confirm it for me. That's my
You are like a...
I'm
It's
away
just
from
out.
it.
Yeah, just out.
Just out.
Okay, so we're gonna do the fusion guys first into there, just to maybe that'll just save us time. The blue ones are the ones that are within half range for damage purposes.
How many? Okay.
6. There's 3 guys with them. So
all the
we're rolling
hits?
no,
Just the
only
one.
ones.
Oh, because they weren't in the range.
Correct, they were not in the range. I'm hitting on 3s though.
Wounded on 3s.
Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Is that
Good.
because...
He
that
spent
fine.
because he spent the upgrade.
Well,
on
so yeah, so how it works is they're upgraded to reroll hits of 1 and wounds of 1. All Farsight though reroll wounds of 1 within 6 inches
per mile.
So yeah, but they're buffed up, so it's fine.
I don't get a save. So.
Yeah, so these ones are. So we have 2 that are not double, so we'll roll those. So you got 11 so
Okay.
far.
Let's just see if it does.
Yeah, so that's 11, and then we
4,
got 3 double damage.
8, 11. It dies.
Cool.
Does not
Doesn't.
blow up.
10 guys in there, or is that the empty one?
That's empty.
So yeah, that does it for my turn. I don't got anything else.
No combat because those
Oh,
guys are
actually,
dead.
wait. We got a Krootox here that can shoot a character,
Oh, that's right. Look at that. Krootox down
but
the
he's
line.
probably not going to get rapid fire, so it's only going to get 1 shot. Well, let's do it. Which one of those characters?
The Primus gives him
It's
the reroll
cool.
1s. The sniper guy gives you +1 to hit.
Ooh, let's go with this. How many wounds he?
The sniper is -1 to hit.
Uh,
He's just always -1 to hit.
He's
So we'll go into the guy that's not -1 to hit.
Okay.
'Cause I don't think I'm going to hit.
5 wounds, 4 wounds.
Going into the guy that's not -1 to hit. Doesn't matter.
doesn't
All
matter.
right.
All right. That was the end of the shooting. We'll come back after Price's turn to movement.
All right. So we moved all the Ridge Runners up, still trying to benefit from cover. this guy moved over, raised the banner here. He's probably back actually there. And then these guys spread out. The Magus moved over. So we're still benefiting from the -1. We're going to take some pot shots downtown. These guys actually can't see and can't be seen, or can't see anything and probably can't be seen. We dropped in some reserves here. We raised the banner. So now I've got 3 banners raised. Moving up the table here, I spent 2 command points to lie in wait. And as of right now, Brad won't be able to score this objective. I also brought in the Kellermorph. He's going to go Pistolero on these 2 squads, and we'll see if I can't thin this down, maybe even take some of these guys out completely. When I brought them in, I'm outside of 12-inch intercept range, so the Riptides are not going to be able to shoot me. On the other side over there, I've still got 10 Neophytes that are hanging out with this objective. And then I drove these guys up to try and get some line of sight on this guy. And we'll take some pot shots. Maybe I'll get lucky, but he does have a drone over there. But he is exposed. His mobility is what I'm fearful of the most. So that's why I'm focusing on him. We're going to make Brad burn some command points. I got a lot of shooting that's going to go into these guys right here. And let's see what happens. But let's start on this end. As close as we are. Looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys with auto guns and then 2 mining lasers. So let's do the mining lasers first. No bonuses. Oh, I'm going to have to spend the 2 command. Actually, I'm not going to spend any command points for the Jackal back here to do the Voxnet. I don't think it's worth it since he can't see any targets. And he is not supposed to be in that terrain. He is not in that terrain feature. So we are going to start here with the 2 mining lasers, hitting on 4s, re-rolling because of their chapter tactic. So 2 hits, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds. That's going to be invuln saves bad.
2 last cannons, right?
Pass one off.
Does a drone.
Takes a one.
Let's see if I can just get it here with that beautiful war zone. Uh-oh.
6 wounds.
All right. Man, I got lucky there. Rest of the shots are going to go off. So this squad, since they've got really nothing to shoot at over there, I think we are going to... We're going to go ahead and go into the crisis suit team. I'm going to nominate the crisis suits. Brad, do you want to do anything?
We'll spend 2 CP, give them 5 up. Feel no pain.
5 up, feel no pain. Okay, so the number of mining laser shots, it's going to be 5. 3, 4, 5. These are hitting on 4s. No minuses. Looks like 1, 2, 3. And then wounding on 3s. So it's going to be 2.
4 ups. 4 drones.
I'm going to go drones.
1 drone, 1 suit.
Okay, and then invuln.
And 4 up.
Makes the
Good to go. All right, the stubbers. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, dice everywhere. Let's just pull our successes here. And 3, or no, 5s. To 5, nothing. Okay. So, this Jackal can't be seen or can't see anything, so we're just gonna, these guys are out of range of anything. So, we're just gonna start back here.
Continue shooting at the suits.
Continue shooting at the suits. So, actually, this squad, we're gonna put the stubbers into the drones and then the mining lasers into the suits. So, 12 shots into the drones. 36. That's a little below average. 4s, so it's going to be 2 armor saves.
Next 1.
All right, and then the number of mining laser shots is going to be 3. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Nada.
0.
Uh-oh. Same thing here. We're going to put the Actually, this guy is going to put all of his guns into that Fire Warrior squad back there. So here is the autocannon. And it looks like 2 hits. Winning on 2s at AP -1.
2 -1s on the Fire Warriors.
Killed 2.
Fails them both.
The heavy stubber. Looks like 1 hit from the stubber. 1 wound. No AP. Good. Okay, the guys inside, 2 mining lasers are going to go into the squad here. And then, let's see, 24. The auto guns are going to go into that drone squad. So we're going to shoot the auto guns. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, this is the grenade launcher squad. So 2 grenade launchers into the drones. 2 hits. Strength 6. 2 wounds. -1.
1 drone.
And then here are the 6 auto guns. 2 hits. 1 wound.
1 arm
No
save.
AP.
On the drone.
On the drones.
On the drones.
Makes it.
Okay. 2 mining lasers. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling. 2 hits. Wounded on 3s. 2 wounds. Invulns. Or
Yep.
on the crisis suits.
These are mining lasers?
These are
Yes.
lasers, yeah.
Are you still within? Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Yeah. Yes. What else do you have to shoot still?
This, and really, these guys can't see anything. So really, I have 1 autocannon squad.
Drone might fail morale, so might as well just pass 1 to a drone. Okay, drone dies. 4 up.
Okay,
Damage.
and I need a 6 here. Get past that. There it is.
Oh, he rolls the 6 for damage. He's got feel no pain. 5 ups. He passes 3.
Oh, look at that. The suit wants to live.
Suit stays on.
No.
You can't reroll feel no pain.
Yeah, no. Definitely don't want to do that. So,
I mean, if you lose 1 suit.
yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. So then this guy, he's just going to put his guns into the crisis suit team. Maybe I can pick up a dude. So here's the stubbers. 1 hit. Nothing. Here's the autocannon. 2 hits. 2 wounds at -1. So 4 ups. Like a boss. 2 6s. All right, let's come over here to the... Okay. So now we are going to shoot. Now my Kilomorph has range to both squads. So he's going to put all of his guns into this squad. So he's got 3 regular pistols. And then he hits on 2s. Now all of those are going to explode. So I'm going to take 6 of Brad's dice. And these are, we're going to roll to hit with these. So 1 miss. These are strength 4. Wounded on 3s. A lot of 1s and 2s. So Brad, 5 saves at -1.
These ones?
Yeah.
3 die.
3 die.
Okay. Now because the Kellermorph killed a model, these guys are going to get to reroll 1s. They FAQ'd that. It used to be immediately, but now it is different. So we got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and try and finish off that squad. However, how many units have I killed, Brad? I've killed 1.
So I killed 5. You'd have to wipe both of those squads to tie it at 5.
So he's trying to talk about grind him down. He did
So
block
you
grind him
have to
down
kill-
last turn.
You have to kill 3 more things to take them
3
off.
more things. Well, it's impossible for me to kill 3 more things with what I've got. So I am just going to focus then on killing 1 squad at a time. So I think I'm just going to put everything into these guys.
So you got
The
four
problem
that
is
four that can't see.
I'm obscured. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go into this other squad.
With all of them, or you want to split it?
Nah, I don't want to split. Never split fire in this edition. So 2 flamers. Number of shots 11. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Strength 4. So that's going to be this number of saves. 3, 6, 7, 8.
3 ups. Cover. Takes 4. Oh.
All right. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys left. Now these are hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of the Keller mark. Nice. Look at all those 2s. Precision 2s.
You rolled my dice.
All right. Look at that. That's average. And winning on 4s.
That's
So
good. Convert.
it was.
3 ups. He got it just enough.
Oh, one guy.
One guy.
That's all he needed.
All right.
Squad down.
Squad down. So let's put this down. And
Any more shooting?
I think
Any assaults?
I don't have any assaults that I can do. So I guess we're good.
All right, so that's the end of turn 2. We'll come back, score up the
So
turn.
engage on all fronts. I'm going to be in all 4 with at least 2 squads.
Okay, so in the middle of the board, the crisis suits are basically just coming in hot. We're going to see how many vehicles they can kill. They should, between just them, be able to kill those 2 vehicles very easy. They're not really in range to do too much else besides that. So we'll kind of see what they can do. It's unfortunate that I have to like split fire with them. So it's kind of iffy. But because I have the reroll 1s and stuff, the Riptide in the bottom left is going to just try to kill the guys right in front of him. And he's going to try to smart missile the Broad Brothers over in the opposite corner, in the upper left.
Brothers,
And then I got Fire Warriors just coming here to hopefully clean them up as well on the top left, which will then hopefully leave this character exposed for the Krootox or for something else to, just help shoot something, because that's really all they can do. Actually, I meant to skip this guy. I moved him. So yeah, we're just gonna try to shoot some stuff and see what happens.
and then the Riptides, what they do for the Nova Reactor?
So they both have their 3-up in bones, and then the Burst Cannon one did the 1 CP for extra shots, because I've got to kill those guys, so I got to put everything in there to just kill them. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Oh, where to start is the question of the day. Let's go ahead and start with the big guy here. I am going to spend a CP, and I'm going to make these guys over here have a marker light on them. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to save my 2 CP to give these guys feel no pains again. There is some drones in this building to protect them, but we'll see. I really want those things to die, though, from him. So we're going to go big gun into those ridge runners, and then we're going to go missiles over here into these guys. So let's go ahead and do the big gun first. So I need some 4s, rerolling 1s. That is what we need off the big gun right now. I keep saying CP for these marker lights, though, and I like literally haven't even needed to use them.
So who's shooting what?
This is the big gun. What is their toughness?
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5? So
Yeah.
strength 9. So you're going to have 4.
Does
Okay.
he reroll because of Farsight reroll 1s? Or is that
That's just these guys. He has to be within 6. So these guys do it all the time. So we got 4.
4 that just go through?
So I should do these one
One
at a time.
Because they're 8 wounds
So it's
each.
3 plus 1. So 4 on the
wounds.
first guy. And then this will kill him no matter. All right.
Well, I have feel no pain.
Okay, so you got 8 total on that guy.
So I passed 1, and then 4 more.
Yep.
I passed another, so I got
Six.
6.
He's
So
got 2
down
left.
to 2 wounds.
Last one is going to do 3 plus 2 more. 5
3
more.
plus 1. Oh,
Two
no,
more.
it's D3 plus.
Yeah.
Right.
So 5 more wounds on him.
5 more.
That'll kill him.
That'll kill him.
And then the
Make
last
sure he doesn't blow up. He does. That does a mortal wound here.
6 up, he's okay. So now
4
4
more.
more wounds on the last guy. 8 wounds, surprisingly resilient against like a few shots.
I mean, it's just the multi-wound models, right? Like the multi-damage and the multi-wound models, it outweighs each other most of the time.
So he takes 3 more, so he's down to 4.
But like that's okay because it got me 2 points. Like, yeah, I need something to die, but I probably just need to shoot one of these guys over there,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So missiles over here.
Smart missiles at those Brood Brothers in the back, screening that Keller morph. With the 3s. So 3 saves. Ignoring cover.
5 ups. Pass 2. Okay, so we'll kill a dude.
Yeah, the fire warriors over here are going to go into these guys. So I'm just going to do them all at the same time.
You got 1.
There's 5 guys there.
5 guys.
And that is, oops, I kicked that one.
Okay, so
3.
3 armor saves. Again, looking for 5s over here. Kill 3 more.
Yeah.
This Riptide?
Yeah, the Riptide with the burst cannon. We've got to put all the big gun into the guys in front of him, and then the missiles over here. So let's go ahead and do the missiles.
Easy peasy.
Threes on the Brood Brothers. Ooh.
2 saves. All right.
-1.
-1. So 6s. Just need to make both of these. Or neither.
And then 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And this is into this squad.
Correct.
Yeah. Hitting on 4s.
Wounded on 2s.
Rerolling 1s.
Okay.
These are minus
2,
2.
4, 6.
So 5, 6, 7.
9.
So that's going to be no saves. That's just going to kill the
And they're
squad.
flat 2 damage each.
Yeah, there's no feel, no pain or anything. So that squad is dead.
Got him. Then we got the suits. And the Krootox.
I think I'm going to shoot these guys first.
All right, we're back. We went ahead and took the shooting off camera since there were so many shots, re-rolling, overcharging individual models, splitting fire on a ton of units. So let's recap the damage that was done.
So the crisis suits picked up the Ridge Runner over here. They went on to a rock truck here. The fusion just didn't do it. Didn't hit well, didn't wound well, damage didn't go well.
He did 4 damage on him with 3 melted guns, and then Price went ahead and made 3 6s out of 4. So he only took 1 wound on the truck that had guys in it.
This truck blew up though. And then picked up some guys down here. Krootox just only did 1 wound on the Killer Morph, and then I'm charging in here, and we're just going to do some swings and maybe kill this last guy. But doubt it, because
Hitting on 5s.
You could do it.
Hitting on 5s. No
It's
whammies.
a Brood Brother. 1 hit!
Uh-oh. 4 to wound.
Oh no!
told you, doesn't do anything.
All right. One
You
guy
didn't
coming back.
You didn't have the confidence.
He hits.
It's okay
And he wounds. No, he doesn't.
Doesn't wound. And that's it.
though. Yeah, morale on that guy.
Morale, he lost 9 dudes.
So
So
9 dudes. So the question is it worth it?
the auto pass there.
Is it worth the auto pass? I
It's-
have 3 command points.
It's not going to
left.
stop him from scoring anything.
It doesn't stop me from scoring. It doesn't. He's
Keeps him
already
from
got
bannering.
kill more.
Keeps him from bannering. All right, we're here at the bottom of turn 3. Price has done his movement and his psychic phase. Things are kind of looking pretty bleak for Brad. At the end of the psychic phase, his Patriarch cast the psychic ritual spell. So he got that off. When you do a psychic action, you still can attack and charge unlike a normal regular action. So he's also going to run in and do some work on these crisis suits to kind of help stop that. He got mass hypnosis off, so they are not overwatching, which is going to really hurt Brad. He's moved everybody up, and he's just now trying to stop, grind it down. Brad killed 4 things last turn, so he's trying to get 4 things to kind of stop Brad from getting some points. And he's already hosed him on this drop here, keeping him from getting some banner points. So Brad's really got regrets about picking banners. But okay, so we're on the shooting. So what's shooting first?
So I think first thing is let's see what the Kellermorph is going to do down there. And Brad's got 2 units of guys, so I need to get
There's 1 2-man and 1 3-man?
Mm-hmm.
A 2-man and a 3-man. So it's very risky to split fire with a killer morph. I need to kill 4 units. I'd love for the killer morph to be able to pick up both squads, but I'd have to get real lucky for that. So we're going to, but I think we're going to go for it. So we're going to do 2 shots into the 2-man squad, and we're going to do, or 1 shot into the 2-man squad and 2 pistols into the other squad. So here is the 2-man squad. That's 2 hits. So that's going to be 4, and then wounded on 3s. And that's going to be 3 at -1. So that's going to kill the 2-man squad. And then 4 shots. And that's cocked. So that's going to be 4 hits. And looking for 3s here. And that's going to be, that was cocked. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at -1 on the other squad. I think we got them.
Are they in cover or not?
They're
Doesn't look like it. No. So they're gone.
all right. Killer
Killer
morph
morph.
doing work.
Doing work.
So now let's move. So that's 2 units. Brad killed 4 last turn, so I need to kill 4 total. So I think what we're going to do is let's take those 2 mining lasers that are right there, and the Jackal Alphus needs to nominate his target. So I think his target is going to be, we're probably going to have some, does this guy got 3-up invulnerable save, Brad?
Yeah.
He does.
He
yeah.
does, and that guy does
They both
too?
do, yeah.
Okay, so let's not waste any shooting there. Let's go here. I forgot to move the Primus guy out. Let's go here with a +1 to hit for any residual. Actually, we'll go to this guy. +1 to hit on this guy. So we're going to, sniper's going to shoot at him. He moved, so he hits. Strength 4 does nothing. So, and I think we are going to start with this squad. So 2 mining lasers, 2 grenade launchers into here. Here are the 2 mining lasers hitting on 3s. Wounding on, what's your toughness?
The Krootox.
Yeah. T4 probably. 2 wounds at -3.
T5.
T5. 2 wounds at -3. Any?
No, I think that's 3.
All right, so 2d6 damage, 9 damage.
8 damage.
Which one?
Or 8. This one. Okay. So now,
one more thing.
I think this squad is going to put we're going to put our stubbers into this guy, and we're going to put the lasers into these guys. So, Brad, do you want to do anything? I will put the lasers into these guys.
Into the crisis suits. Popping the fill no pains.
No.
You saved the command points for it. I didn't know if you want. All right, so here we go. Stubbers. I'm going to spend 1 command point +1 to hit and wound on this unit shooting this guy. So it's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12 shots. Hitting on 3s. No rerolls. Wounded on 3s. Oh, no. Wounded on 4s because you say he's T5, right?
Yeah.
So, wounded on 4s. Wow.
Converts.
That's 3, 6, 7 armor saves on this guy right here.
Krootox. 5 armor saves.
So, just so
7
everybody knows, if you're within 12 inches, farsights count as having 1 more marker light. So, like all the CPS spinning to have like marker lights, I didn't need to do.
Well, I don't know that I was within 12 for anything you used a marker
The
light
commander.
The commander
and
twice.
the towel suit. Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh,
everything
right.
That I did over there.
Okay. Good learn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you block, grind them down.
Okay.
Everything's going to plan here.
So now,
The rest of the mining lasers now onto the crisis suits.
yep. So 2d3. So it's going to be 3 shots.
+1
And-
to hit because of the. Did you
No,
spend the command points?
I
to
did
make
not spend the command point, so I'm not within the 18-inch bubble. So we are going to just hitting on 4s. 2 hits. That is 1 wound.
Yeah, so do a drone.
He just kills a drone.
All right. So then we're going to put the auto this guy, everything into there. So that's going to be nothing. And then the quad. This is the strength 7 gun. I don't know why I can't say it. Nothing. And then this squad is going to put everything into them. So
+1 to hit because of the alpha.
+1 to hit. So that's going to be 3, 4 mining lasers.
Good on 3s.
Didn't need the pluses. Wounding on 3s. 3 invulns.
They're tough 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the drones.
All right. 3 dead drones. And then the stutters.
Is that all the drones?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the 5th squad. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point.
All right. So these are just random bolter shots here. That's going to be 2 armor saves. Good to go. Okay. So then these 2 guys back here, mining lasers, are going to go into. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling because of their chapter tactic. Wounding on 3s. 2 invulns.
4 ups. 1 goes through.
Let's see if I can kill it. 5 damage.
Kills a suit.
Okay. All right. So that's everything on the board that can shoot. So now we are going to do some charges.
All right. The quick recap. The Patriarch, the Ridge Runners, and this 1 truck made it into combat with the Crisis suits. Brad went ahead and spent 2 CP, his last 2 CP, to pop his Feel No Pain. The Patriarch swung and only was able to manage to kill 1 through the 4-up invul and 5-up Feel No Pain. But it was enough that he's tagged that unit. They are in combat. They swung back on the truck and did no wounds, so they're stuck in combat. Overwatch basically did nothing with the help of this Riptide. He shot at the truck. He just picked off 4 wounds off this 9-wound truck, so not enough to really be relevant. We're going to score it up, and we'll go into top of turn 4 with Brad. All right, we're at the top of turn 4. Brad scored 10 on the primary, but he's running out of guys. He backed those Crisis suits out of combat, but unfortunately they cannot shoot. Good old 9th edition fly doesn't matter for that anymore. But he is positioning to try to pick off that Patriarch. That Patriarch is the character that is casting the Psychic Ritual, so if he is able to kill him, he'll deny secondary the complete 15 points for that, because he's got to do it 3 times with the same character, and it's all or nothing, right? So Price has done it 1 time right now, so he's got a shot at him, but he's got to kill this truck first. Once he kills that truck, then this Riptide will be closest to that Patriarch, and now I'll let him kind of pick him off. So, popping a 3-up invulnerable save here with his Nova Reactor, and then popping his shoot. All right, Brad, so where are we going to shoot first?
Yeah, we'll do the Riptide into here because that's really what is going to make or break this.
All right, this first cannon's got to get 3 through to kill that guy. He does have 6-up Feel No Pain,
So,
do you want to shoot the Smart Missiles at the Kellermorph on this objective? Kellermorph is kind of holding ground here. That's his really only way to stop him from scoring this point.
I need to make sure that he's an inch further closer to
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, and the Smart Missiles are going to go into the Kellermorph.
All right.
So the big gun, 4s, rerolling 1s.
And what are they rerolling 1s from?
So it's far sight. It's a 12-inch far sight. They have 1 more marker light than usual, which I totally forgot was a thing all game.
The truck.
Oh, who's shooting? This guy then?
The burst cannon is shooting at the
At
truck.
the truck.
Oh, but he's not within.
He's at 12. He's at 12. We just measured it.
Half range, right? So 12 inches from here to the truck.
Oh, yeah.
I need 4s. So that's pretty good.
And 4 is the wound.
4's the wound.
There we go.
That's kind of what we needed. Could have used a little more.
5 minus 2s. 6-up save.
We've seen how Price has been rolling, though.
I'm going to spend the command point to ignore AP minus 1 and 2.
Oh, he's taking 4-up saves. Uh-oh.
So here we go.
3 go through, exactly what he needs at 6 damage. Price has got to make 2 6-up Feel No Pains to stay alive. The drama's real. Oh, only 1. Math.
Is it worth the command point?
You can't re-roll the Field of Pain. It's already too late. You should have rolled it on the save. Man down.
Oh, does he blow up?
Doesn't even matter. Who cares?
Shut it.
Roll the edge of the thing.
And then the missiles. Into...
Smart missile. Can he get the double whammy here? Take him off this point. Oh, reroll.
No, too far away.
Not enough. One wound. It's not going to matter.
Just one Morse code.
5 up invulnerable save. He sticks the landing.
Oh, is it worth it to shoot the smart missiles at him, or do you just really get the Patriarch right now? I think the big guns should do it.
The big guns should do it, especially with the re-rolling ones. The big gun, how many wounds does it have?
He's got 6 wounds.
Yeah, I mean, it should do it. If it doesn't do it, then it doesn't matter, right?
That's right.
I don't think that the smart missiles help him do it. So smart missiles
I do have a 4th invulnerable save.
That's fine. I don't think that these smart missiles make or break a difference.
That doesn't get the half range thing. Just 2. This Kellamorph's going to live.
He does. So he takes a wound down to 2.
This when has a Kellamorph been so hard to get rid of? Big guns. 4 big guns. These are all wounded on 2s?
Nope. Tough 5, right?
Oh, yeah. Straight 9.
3.
All right. 3 4-ups. I can just make Brad sad right here.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Why doesn't it matter? 2 4-ups. So you could definitely pick him up right here.
Ow, 5 wounds. You can re-roll the damage roll.
I don't.
It would kill him.
I guess that's the only thing that I can even try to do. Otherwise, it turns over. So let's see if I get a 3. Nope.
Oh.
All right. So
Doesn't do it. Spent the CP. Rolled the 1.
But here's the thing. I have another turn to kill him to still deny it. So it makes him have to think about what he does with him. So yeah, that's all. That's all I can do.
That's the end of it. All right. So let's go to Price's bottom of turn 4 and see what's next.
So in the movement phase, these guys, they moved up from around here. These guys moved up from here to there. The Patriarch advanced over this building, and then he did a psychic ritual. He's got the amulet of the Void Worm, so no Overwatch. Then these guys just kind of moved around a little bit. These guys moved up a little bit to try and get some range downtown. The Primus, he kind of fell back. He's going to now give these squads reroll 1s to wound against the team down here. And then we the Kellamorph raised the banner on that end. I don't know if I said that already. So here we go with some shooting. First thing we're going to do is he's going to nominate the Crisis team, I believe. Yeah, he's going to nominate the Crisis team, and then he's going to take a shot downtown. Let's see if he hits. He does. Strength 4 versus Tough 5, nothing. We're going to do we want to shoot these mining lasers here? I think we do. So 2 mining lasers going into the Crisis suits, +1 to hit. 2 hits, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s, 2 invulnerable saves on the Crisis team. 1 goes through, d6 damage, 5. That's going to kill 1 dude, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The next squad's going to go into them. No re-rolling. So 1 hit, 1 wound. So 1 more invul. All right. 2 damage. Is that worth a command point? I think so. So a command point reroll. 3 damage. That's going to kill another one. So let's see. I don't know if the Ridge Runners, that guy can see, but this other guy cannot. So he's going to put his guns there. This Ridge Runner is going to go to those guys. So this Ridge Runner into the Crisis team. D3 shots. 1. hits on a 3, wounds on a 3, re-rolling 1s because, no re-rolls. He's out of range of the bubble. And then the stubbers, 6 shots and 5s.
These are just 2 armor saves on the Riptide.
Oh no, that's on the crisis suits.
Yeah.
One goes through. Okay. And then this is going to be the guy on the Riptide. D3 shots, 2 shots, 2 hits.
Last cannons, 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Invols, 3 ups.
Good to go. I'm not going to bother shooting the stubbers at him. That is going to be my shooting phase. Now let's do some charges. These ridge runners are going to charge into the Riptide.
You cast Mass Hypnosis on them, so they won't be able. Did you cast it on him?
I cast it on him.
So he won't be able to overwatch.
Correct.
Are they within 6 of the suits?
They should not be.
No.
So 6. So we are just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, we'll come back after the assault phase. I know these guys are going to assault the crisis suits.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the amulet of no overwatch.
Amulet of no overwatch.
So he won't be able to overwatch with those tail suits. That's bad for those guys.
Put you down.
That would have
All
been glorious. All right, so a little bit of hijinks happening, but let's wrap up the combat. Those Ridge Runners just kind of bounced onto that Riptide and just got a little extra movement to push up. The Patriarch came in, rolled hot on his damage, did a bunch of 6s to wound, which is a flat 3 damage. Brad failed a bunch of saves and lost more suits than he planned to. He fought back and he rolled 3 wounds. The Patriarch only had 2 wounds, so he had to save. He could have died right there, but he managed to stay alive with 1 wound. Brad still needs to kill him, so as long as he gets rid of him, it might not matter. But the Riptide being in combat there will force him to have to make some tough decisions. So that's it. Let's go into the top of turn 5, the last turn, and see what Brad can do. All right, so we're at the top of turn 5. Brad's done his movement. We've gone ahead and, with his limited amount of guys, he's gone ahead and shot this Riptide that was in combat, stayed in combat, shot at the tanks at -1 with his big gun. The 8 wounds of these little buggies is really the bane of this guy because he keeps rolling 5 and 6 damage per hit. But like it takes 2 hits to really kill 1. Sometimes 3 hits, as it turns out, when you roll low and he rolls a couple 6s. So that really eats that thing up. So it's kind of crazy. So all he has left is this Riptide. He is closer to shoot at the Patriarch. So that's what we're shooting
So big
at.
gun's going there, missiles going over here. Try to get them both.
Yes, and he's trying to shoot at the smart missiles here. Right?
And I'm
Kill
gonna
the Keller because he wants to grind them down.
That's a lot of hits. Where was this earlier in the game, guys?
And what is that?
This is the big gun against the
Big gun
Patriarch.
against the Patriarch.
So wounded on 3s.
No sorts of rerolls on the wounds. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9 saves. He's got to make them all. This is all -2, so it's going to be his invul, 4-up invul.
7, 8. He actually, 4 up because of the 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So just need to make all of these, Brad. Here we go. It's sad panda time.
Oh, and he goes down.
Oh, look at that. Too
He rolls
many.
average.
Too many.
So that's a big play because that takes out the guy who's casting Psychic Ritual. So that'll stop Brad or Price from getting
No,
that.
I really
full
need to
second.
kill this guy, though, to try to get grinded down.
So can his smart missiles do the work? Hitting on 4s. He's only got 2 wounds left. 4 saves.
It's -1, ignores cover.
All right, so 5 up invulnerable save.
Gotta make 3 of these to stay alive. He does it. He makes 2. Does he want to command point it?
Do you have CP still?
I've got 1 command point left. Now, what does this give us? So
Grind it down so he'll have killed 2 things.
You have to kill.
You'd have to kill a Riptide.
and you have to kill a Riptide next turn.
If he doesn't,
and how many points is that in your favor?
3 points.
Just 3 points is a command. At this point, because I don't think I'm going to use this command point, and I'll get another one. So
He hits that 5.
here we go. Hit the 5. No, it's a 2.
He doesn't make it. Kellamorph down. That's the end of Brad's shooting phase. We'll score it up, and we'll go to the bottom of 5. And
We're just going to do a
see
little
what-
fighting right here.
All
Oh, I
right.
didn't punch them.
All right.
Before. All right, so going through the last turn, he was able to do mind control and take over my Riptide, but only 1 wound goes through. I made the save on my other Riptide, so not able to kill 2 things. So I got another 3 points on the grind it down. You can see the score on the screen. Not able to do too much, I guess, with the poor picked secondaries. I can't be too mad about it. Raise the banners just for Tau. Their infantry and what they can choose for infantry is really hard. If you take stealth suits, you're putting a lot of points into just trying to raise banners and do things like that. So I think that Vespin are still their best bet for secondaries. So it's about time to make some of those. Riptides are definitely a pain to deal with. They don't do as much if they don't have rerolls, which is kind of unfortunate. But they did pretty well. The Crisis Suit Bomb, I mean, they get touched, right? They didn't do anything for 2 turns right there. If I had shooting for 2 more turns, I would have been able to deny him some primary and engage on all fronts. Like, it probably would have been like a couple point game at that. Not realizing that his Genestealer cult were basically in deep strike and not just strategic reserves. I didn't block that out appropriately. If I would have blocked that out, it would have made a big difference for killing my Fire Warriors, me getting more banners and more primary. So that was a huge misplay. Overall, we tried to make these lists a little bit more playful and nice to watch and stuff like that. I don't think this is like a competitive Tau list. I think you need more throwaway units and stuff like that. And the more and more that I lean towards it, I'm leaning towards Tau Sept over Farsight, mainly because of being able to back out and shoot still is super good for, like, if you want to take broadsides or crisis suits. The crisis suits are really good with Farsight enclaves. Like, they have a lot of rerolls, they have a lot of stuff, but one unit touches them, and with, like, think about playing against Eldar. Something's going to touch you turn 1 probably, and then turn 2, and then turn 3. So, like, you're almost going to get denied shooting most of the time. So you really got to build the lists around things that don't need to shoot and can be touched, can outmaneuver. Riptides are really good. Devilfish with, strike squads in it are really good. I'm a fan of the Vespin. I'm a fan of some Kroot for getting engaged, getting deploy scramblers. So then you really just have to focus on killing something. And we know Tau can kill stuff. So whatever's on the board, they're going to kill it if you don't have to really worry about too many other variables. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Price, how'd your list do?
So this is probably the best performance of this list. I've been struggling in a lot of the practice games with the vehicle-heavy list. I feel like it's a great number of wounds, but with a 4-up armor save and the 6-up feel no pain, there's a pretty high variance there. But sometimes, just a couple of good dice rolls, you can really leave 1 or 2 models alive with that 1 wound or 2 wounds. And that's what happened in this game. And I was terrified. Going into Tau, I could see Brad moving up, taking the center of the board, and just kind of blowing me off the table, which is what happened. But and I focused on really ignoring the Riptides, even though I took some pot shots at him, or I ignored the crisis suits early on, took a pot shot here and there. I was just trying to burn some of his resources, some of his command points. But I wanted to take out all of his ground troops immediately and really take advantage of my mobility and stealing objectives. And Brad left a couple openings, which that happens. I mean, it's the first time he's played this list, and it was a really great game. I feel like he could have plowed through me very easy. Sorry for the phrasing, but it was a great game. Genestealer Cult, I love the way this army looks. I love the way this army plays, but it is not a brute force army. It is about stealing objectives. It is about having a plan, and when you get those abilities that overlap, like the Jackal Alphus, I think that model is fantastic for its mobility, for its +1 to hit ability. The Patriarch with the Amulet of the Void Worm and Mass Hypnosis, both of those were clutch. I made all my psychic powers this game. That's, for those of you who know, rolling 7s naturally. That's the thing. Sometimes you live or die by that. But I really enjoyed it. All the games with Brad are great. I enjoyed having 2 well-painted armies and having a great display. So look forward to the next one. You know, this is the Genestealer cult's planet, and these Tau robots can get the you know what off, man. We've been planning this forever. So thanks everybody, appreciate it.